Welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show. Oh, my microphone is over here. Oh, that's funny. I'm really glad that you're here today. We've gotten off to a great start. No, just kidding. Today's going to be a really great episode, and I'm so excited that you are here listening to me and giving me your attention in your ears, whatever you are doing. I wanted to talk to you today about magnetic marketing and specifically how to attract your dream clients without feeling salesy, right? Because no one likes to feel salesy. And it is something that is like a big ick a lot of the time. And when on the flip side, you are being sold to and you don't like it, or it is pushy or whatever. So I want to kind of just debunk that and how you can start to attract the people that you want in your business and your dream clients in a really magnetic way through your marketing efforts without feeling super salesy. Before I get into it though, oh, I'm excited because I am running my marketing makeover challenge again. Yes, it is my 3-day challenge. It is free and it's for you to be able to get your marketing foundations in order to be able to set up your marketing properly, right? Because the way I see it, the more business owners doing this well, the better off we all are, because you do know that a rising tide lifts all boats. Okay, so momentum creates momentum. And when everyone around you is doing beautifully, you are too. And it just helps you so much. And so I know that this works. And this is my way of sharing with you my knowledge so that you can input it into your business really well. And if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, or if you are new here, you know that I'm all about the how. Okay. I'm going to tell you why you should be doing it and what, and I'm also going to share with you how, because I do know that um, it's helpful in so many more ways than one. And I do love to share my knowledge. And so the Marketing Makeover Challenge, you can join now. I'll put the links to this in the show notes on how you can join. You can go to my website, hayleyosborne.com, and join me for free. I'm going to be delivering this live over 3 days. And what it also is to celebrate the launch of a beautiful new course that I have built called Magnetic Marketing Foundations. And so, oh, that's just so juicy. So, sorry, Magnetic Marketing Formula. Oh my goodness, get it right, Hayley. That's okay. I forgive myself and I'm not too hard on myself. And I'm going to leave that in because I do want to prove to you that done is better than perfect and the show must go on. Okay. So, the Marketing Makeover Challenge is for 3 days. It's in November, 6th, 7th, and 8th of November, 11 a.m. Adelaide time. It's free, and you'll learn how to set up your marketing foundations. You will learn how to effortlessly align all of your digital assets and digital footprint. And then the third day, I'm going to teach you how to incorporate AI into your marketing, which is really, really cool. So, that is to celebrate doors opening to the magnetic marketing formula, where you're going to learn the key elements to create a digital marketing system that effortlessly attracts your ideal clients and builds your business towards a sustainable success, right? While feeling really aligned with your values. And I basically have built it in and around everything that I found business owners to be the missing parts and pieces, and putting it all together in a formula that is easy to understand and implement into your business. So the parts and pieces that I find that are the most challenging when it comes to marketing in and around your foundations are your messaging, your brand, and your website. So we'll be focusing on those three things. And then making sure that your social media, your marketing funnels, and your email marketing is aligned with all of that. And then we're going to wrap those three things into a digital marketing plan so you actually have a plan of attack ready for 2025. So the magnetic marketing formula is actually 8 weeks, but we're going to do 4 weeks. We're going to kick off the 19th of November, and then we're going to do 4 weeks before Christmas. We're going to have a break so you can digest and implement and activate everything that you've learned. And then we're going to do the next 4 weeks at the beginning of the year. And so I think that's such a beautiful way. It's feeling really aligned for me on being able to really give yourself a nice kick up the pants to start 2025, making sure that everything is aligned and you've got an actual plan of attack for the new year, which I'm just like, I'm loving. And I do this myself. Okay. So when it comes to messaging, brand, website, socials, marketing funnels, and email marketing, I have that down pat. And then the plan part, I'm going to roll it out for 2025 anyway, and we're going to do it together. And I'm going to take you on that journey and make it really easy for you. So it's for service-based personal brands to be able to build your marketing plan from the ground up. Okay. Marketing plan is a bit of a dirty word, but I've been doing this such a long time. I'm going to make it really easy for you to understand. So that way, 2025 is going to be big growth, guys, with the least amount of time and effort. And I plan to do the same thing, right? To be able to attract, connect, and convert. They're the three kind of things: attracting, connecting, and converting my ideal clients into sales. And, I'm not pregnant in 2025. I'm not having any more babies. 3 is enough. And then it'll be time to lift off. So it couldn't have come at a better time. And I feel like this is like um, the missing piece to what I can do. So I've got my membership superhero marketing, which is beautiful. And now this is the 8-week addition to that. And it's like its little sister to complement the things within my repertoire. So I'm loving it. I've had lots of people join the Marketing Makeover Challenge so far, and a few people on the wait list for the magnetic marketing formula. Get yourself on the wait list too. You can do that via my website if you are interested. When you're on the wait list, I'll open the doors on the 4th of November, but you'll get early access, and I've got some awesome bonuses for you too. So with all that aside, let's get into today's episode of the podcast. It is around magnetic marketing and specifically how to attract your dream clients without feeling salesy, because it's a really, really big deal and a big ick, right? Because let's face it, that nobody wants to feel like they're pushing their services onto others. I do not like that at all. It has to come from a really organic place, and it's something I'm really big on. And we talk about that in the magnetic marketing formula. So if you want to join me over 8 weeks, you'll learn how I do it and how you kind of set the wheels in motion to not feel like ick. Okay. So if, the struggle is real when it comes to not going down the path of traditional sales tactics, and there's a way to do it. And, those traditional ways of selling can feel really uncomfortable and even off-putting, especially for personal brands. Okay. You know that when someone sends you a message on Instagram and it's like, hey, I actually got one the other day. I wish I could bring it up, but I deleted it. And it's just so they're not, that I look at everything that comes in. So it's all me. And I look at the accounts who send me messages and become really friendly and want to be my best friend straight away. They're not even following my account a lot of the times. And so I don't even respond. I really have prioritized channeling my energy where it's best aligned. And it's just a simple delete. Like, I can't entertain it. If it's not organic, it's not for me. You just know. And I know how hard it is to want to grow your business, but you don't want to come across as salesy or pushy. And that's where the magnetic marketing comes in. Instead of forcing sales, when you are magnetic in your business, people are drawn to you. Okay. That's the whole word around being magnetic. It comes into you. Instead of forcing it, it allows you to create a brand and a message that naturally draws in your ideal clients. And we go through this in the magnetic marketing formula, because traditional sales tactics, pushy and sleazy, as opposed to it's that push pull, right? I'm not down for it. So let's take it back a few pegs. Like, what is magnetic marketing? So what exactly do I mean by this? Simply put, it's about creating a brand that is so clear, so consistent, so authentic that it attracts your clients without selling anything, without hardly selling at all, right? Because it's always about that inspire, that entertain, that educate element of the way your brand comes across. Okay. And yes, you stand for what you stand for, and we're not here for a haircut. We're here to make money. But to be able to do it in a really non-traditional way, you need to have all of these things in place and working really well. All right. So that's what I mean by that. It's about at its core building trust, credibility, real connection with your audience. And you do that through your brand. Okay. When it becomes really clear, like I said before, and you become really consistent, and you do this in a way that it is authentic, that attracts your vibe, attracts your tribe without that hard selling, which is so okay. I'm not sorry about those noises because I stand true to this. And then if we go on a bit further than that, creating a brand that is so clear. If you want to create a unique brand identity and you want to do it without feeling salesy, it starts with having a strong brand identity and you figuring out what this actually is and what it looks like for you. It's the thing that makes you stand out. What are the things that make you stand out? What are the things that make you memorable? What are the things that clients choose that are uniquely you over somebody else? These are the things that we're going to break down. And I've got some beautiful questions ready to ask you to be able to extract the answer that I am looking for to be able to help you build a brand that is strong and unique. Okay, so what are the things that make you stand out? What makes you memorable as opposed to somebody else that does exactly what you do? To give you the clarity and confidence to be able to showcase that in your messaging, in the way that you show up, in your website, in your social media content, in your email marketing, and so on and so forth. So it's about three key components: clarity, so knowing exactly who you are, what you offer, who you serve; definitely consistency, so making sure that your message is clear across the board, okay, across everything that you touch; and authenticity, that I know that's also such a cringy word, but when you're genuine and when you're real, your audience can connect with you on a much deeper level. Now, I'm not saying bare your soul, because if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, that I don't actually do that. I don't share my kids on my socials. I don't share them anywhere. But I've got a strategy that helps me to show up, that helps me also be authentic, and that helps me be genuine, because I am a genuine person and I value that so much, and helps me be real. So I expect the brands that I associate with will give me the same in return. Otherwise, I probably won't consider them in my repertoire. Just excuse me one. Okay, so what is the role of connection and in and around attracting your dream client and client attraction? So it is all about connection. People want to feel seen, they want to feel heard, they want to feel understood. And don't forget, when it comes to even writing your website and when people are reading it, when your ideal clients are reading it, they want to be seen, heard, and understood in every aspect, every touch point that you put out there. Okay. So it is about them, not about you. And this is where I find a lot of businesses I work with become quite unstuck, because it, we're so close to our businesses that we can't see it anymore. And so when you're writing copy, when you're writing captions, when you're writing emails, when you're doing anything, it is not about you, it is about them. I know it's really hard. So when you talk about being magnetic in your marketing, it's about creating content that speaks directly to your audience's desires. It speaks to what they need at the time, and are you meeting them where they are? And it speaks to their pain points, what they are lacking. How would it feel to X, Y, and Z, right? And when you build that connection, your clients are naturally drawn to you because they feel like you get them. They feel like you understand them. And it's not about selling, it's about building relationships. So there's not just one thing, you're doing all the things. Okay. And that is where the magnetic marketing formula comes into play, my course. So, like I said before, it is an 8-week course. And if you've been struggling to attract your dream clients, or if promoting your business feels really uncomfortable, this course is for you. So over 8 weeks, like I said, there's 4 weeks. We'll start on the 19th of November. There's 4 weeks before Christmas and 4 weeks after. I'm going to guide you step by step through everything you need to know to build a brand that naturally attracts your dream clients. And we'll cover everything from, like I said, brand identity to creating a clear message to developing content for you that truly connects and converts. And, if this feels like it's something that you need, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. My messages are always open. Or if you're part of my email list, which I hope that you are, just reply to one of my emails and jump in my inbox. I would love to hear from you. What are some tips? Okay, what are some tips I can give you to be able to attract dream clients without feeling super salesy? So I always love to share practical tips in my podcast, and as you probably know, so you can implement and start straight away. And if you're driving or whatever, just look at the transcription. It's on my website every single week. It goes up as soon as the podcast comes out. So have you looked at defining what your unique selling proposition is? What are your unique selling points? What makes you different? Why should clients choose you? That's my first tip. Look at that. The second tip is create a really super compelling brand story. Okay. How do you do that? Share your journey, your experiences, your values in a way, though, that resonates with your audience. Okay. So it's one thing writing it down, what it means to you and what those answers are, but it needs to be written in a way that your audience understands. We need to speak their language. Okay. Meet them where they're at. Use words that reflect your audience's challenges, that reflect what they want, and phrases that resonate. And how do you speak their language? Think about things that you commonly get asked. Think about the way people approach you. That is where you need to meet them. There is an art in this, and that's why it is not the easiest thing to do in the world. If it was easy, everyone would do it. As same as engaging authentically, okay? But when the penny drops for you, when you are cool to show the real you, you will be able to build trust so much easier. Okay. If you are doing it and you think it's not working for me, Hayley, there's extra things that we can add in to help you to be able to feel like you are showing up as your true self. And always offer value first. Okay. So focus on, which is what I do all the time, giving value through content, through tips, or through resources before asking for the sale. Okay. So always provide bucket loads of value, and it comes back tenfold. And I do say this to my private clients as well, is that you sprinkle all your little magic fairy dust everywhere all the time. It's all the things, everything I teach, and keep watering it, and it blooms, and these opportunities, they come out of left of center. So last year I got an opportunity with the government of South Australia to be interviewed as a part of their small business scheme for the International Women's Day. And I was featured. I had to go into their offices, into their studio, and I was recorded among amazing business owners to promote International Women's Day. And they tapped me on the shoulder, and it came from LinkedIn, and it came out of left field. So as you know, I am a mentor for Adelaide Business Hub as well. I do a little bit of masterclasses and teaching there. But this came not from there. This was a different arm, and it surprised me. It came out of left field, but that's because I continue to sprinkle my message in a really authentic way without feeling salesy. Okay. So to recap, I know I went off on a bit of a tangent, but I hope you loved it because, I love to keep it real. We talked about today why traditional sales tactics don't work for everyone, and how being magnetic through your marketing can actually be a not only more comfortable, but a more effective way to be able to attract your dream clients. And remember that it all starts with a clear and authentic brand identity. And when you're clear on who you are and who you serve, clients will be naturally drawn to you. If you're really ready to do a deeper dive to learn how to build a truly magnetic brand, my magnetic marketing formula course is exactly what you'll need. So you can visit my website, www.hayleyosborne.com, for more information to sign up. I would love to have you there. And to celebrate doors opening to the magnetic marketing formula, we have my Marketing Makeover Challenge for 3 days for free. You can join me over on my website as well. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. If you have found this episode helpful, I would love it if you left me a review. It helps the podcast be distributed out to more people that might benefit from it and more business owners. Like I said, a rising tide lifts all boats. And I can't wait to see you build your own magnetic brand. If it's not magnetic already, and if you feel like it's a bit misaligned and you want to just put a firecracker up it for 2025, let's do it. Okay, see you later. Until next time.